Today we're diving into a massive update on one of the most anticipated automotive stories of 2025, a full breakdown of what's new, what's changed, and why this moment matters if you're a car enthusiast, tech lover, or someone who likes to stay ahead of the curve on the future of vehicles. This isn't just a few quick bullet points, this is a comprehensive, detailed, deep dive into every major aspect of the 2025 car update that's grabbing attention across the automotive world. Let's begin with the backdrop. What's happening this year in the automotive sphere that makes this update so noteworthy? In 2025, the global car landscape continued its rapid evolution. The transition toward electrification accelerated, hybrid technologies matured, and new players emerged with bold visions of what vehicles should be. Government regulations tightened emission standards. Consumer priorities shifted towards sustainability and connectivity. And with all of that pressure, car companies responded with releases that proved ambitious engineering is not slowing down. Now, there's a particular focus that we need to tackle right up front, because it sets the tone for everything else: the shift towards smart, connected, autonomous-capable vehicles. This year, more than ever before, the interplay between software and hardware took center stage. Cars are no longer defined solely by horsepower or torque. Consumers now ask, how intuitive is the interface? How seamlessly does the vehicle integrate into my digital life? Can it update over the air? These are the new battlegrounds in automotive competition. With that context in place, let's talk about the highlights of the 2025 car update that you absolutely need to know. First and foremost, the rise of next-generation electric vehicles that are pushing boundaries in range, performance, and intelligence. A new wave of EVs announced this year boasts ranges that were unimaginable just a few years ago. Vehicles getting well past 600 kilometers on a single charge under real-world conditions. These aren't just numbers on paper. They represent meaningful progress toward eliminating range anxiety once and for all. People who previously worried about long-distance travel in EVs are now looking at these figures and saying, finally, this feels like a true alternative to combustion engines. But it's not just range. Charging infrastructure continues to expand, with ultra-fast stations that can top up a battery from 10% to 80% in under 15 minutes. This is game-changing because convenience has always been a core barrier. With more widespread fast charging, the everyday reality of owning an EV becomes closer to that of a traditional car. On the performance front, electric motors are proving they belong in the realm of high-performance engineering. Some 2025 EV models are now competing with and beating sports cars in acceleration tests. 0 to 100 km per hour times that would have been supercar territory just a decade ago are now found in everyday family sedans. This shift challenges long-held assumptions about what electric cars can do, and it's stirring excitement among people who love speed and innovation. Now, let's pivot to another major piece of the update: software and intelligent systems inside the car. In 2025, vehicle operating systems are no longer a simple collection of menus and infotainment screens. They're robust platforms capable of over-the-air updates, artificial intelligence, driver assistance, and seamless integration with consumer digital ecosystems. Imagine buying a car that gets better with time, where performance tweaks, safety updates, and new features arrive automatically, just like your phone software. That's happening now. Many 2025 models introduced this year come equipped with advanced co-pilots that monitor more than just lane position. They learn your preferences, adjust cabin settings based on your habits, and even recommend routes based on your calendar and traffic patterns. This year, autonomous driving systems also took a big leap forward. While fully self-driving cars aren't mainstream yet, and we're still navigating regulatory and safety challenges, many vehicles now offer Level 2+ and Level 3 autonomous capabilities. That means cars can handle steering, acceleration, and braking in certain conditions with minimal driver input. For example, on highways and in heavy traffic, a car can manage most decisions, leaving the driver to monitor instead of actively control every moment. These systems are powered by sensors, cameras, radar, and lidar working together in real time. And what's impressive is how smooth and natural the transitions feel. Drivers report that the technology feels more like a trusted assistant than something futuristic or intimidating. You get the sense that this is the direction driving is heading. In 2025 is one of the most significant leaps we've seen to date. Let's take a moment to talk about design trends and how aesthetics evolved in 2025. Cars revealed this year show an interesting blend of futuristic elements and practical sensibility. Sleek, aerodynamic profiles continue to dominate, but designers are paying more attention to functionality. Things like improved visibility, airflow management, and user-centric interiors that don't feel like tech exhibits but feel intuitive and comfortable. Inside, cabins are quieter and more spacious thanks to electric drivetrains. With fewer mechanical components under the hood, designers have room to reimagine interior space, whether that's incorporating larger screens, modular seating arrangements, or enhanced storage solutions. Some manufacturers are even experimenting with panoramic displays that extend across the dashboard, creating immersive digital environments that adapt to driving modes or media use. Comfort and luxury aren't being redefined in the traditional sense of leather and wood trim. Instead, the focus is on well-being. Features like air ionization systems, adaptive lighting tailored to your circadian rhythm, and noise cancellation technologies that rival high-end audiophile equipment. In 2025, cars aren't just transportation, they're curated environments designed around your comfort. Another big theme this year is sustainability beyond the battery. Sure, electric motors and zero-emission operation matter, but companies are now scrutinizing the entire life cycle of a vehicle. That means recycled and bio-derived materials in interior fabrics, eco-friendly manufacturing processes, and commitment to reducing carbon footprints from production through end-of-life recycling. Some brands are even introducing closed-loop systems where old vehicle parts are reclaimed, reprocessed, and reincorporated into new models. This reflects a shift in how the auto industry thinks about sustainability, from a marketing buzzword to a fundamental operational principle. Now, let's get into specific 2025 car highlights and tech breakthroughs you should know. One of the most talked about features this year is adaptive battery management. Unlike older systems that simply monitor charge level, adaptive management learns from your driving routines and adjusts performance and thermal profiles accordingly. So your car could prioritize range on long commutes and switch to performance-focused settings when you're in a spirited mood. This adds a layer of intelligence that feels genuinely personalized. Another standout innovation is vehicle-to-grid (V2G) integration. Some current EVs can now feed stored energy back into your home or local grid during peak hours, effectively turning your car into a mobile power bank. This is especially valuable in regions with dynamic electricity pricing or unstable grids. In a future where homes are more digitally connected, your car might do more than take you places. It could help power your life. Let's not forget about charging and infrastructure advancements as part of this update. High-power charging stations with standardized connectors are being rolled out in many countries. Wireless charging pads embedded in parking spaces are becoming more common in urban centers. These advancements reduce friction in everyday use and make EV ownership more seamless and convenient. On the performance side, hybrid powertrains also earned upgrades this year. These aren't your father's hybrids. Next-generation systems offer instantaneous torque, regenerative braking that feels natural and intuitive, and improved efficiency that rivals pure electrics in certain conditions. This means hybrid models remain an attractive choice for buyers not quite ready to commit fully to electric. Safety technology also saw dramatic enhancements in 2025. Cars now incorporate predictive collision avoidance powered by machine learning. Instead of reacting to imminent danger, vehicles analyze patterns and potential hazards before you even see them. This translates to smoother emergency interventions and fewer false alarms, the kind of system that respects both safety and driving confidence. Another cornerstone of this year's update is connectivity and personalization. Cars now come with extensive app ecosystems that allow you to customize driving profiles, control climate and music remotely, schedule charging sessions based on electricity prices, and sync with smart home devices. If you like your seat warmer at a specific temperature when you start the car on a cold morning, or you want your favorite playlist queued up when you set off from work, this tech makes it effortless. Let's address something that often concerns people: charging and range anxiety. With the new generation of EVs and faster chargers, that anxiety is now more psychological than practical. Real-world tests, including long road trips across highways, show some 2025 models performing consistently over hundreds of kilometers without stress. These improvements are turning early skeptics into believers and shifting consumer mindset about what electric mobility truly offers. Speaking of real-world performance, let's talk about user reviews and early impressions. Owners and testers frequently highlight intuitive user experiences, reduced maintenance compared to traditional engines, quieter cabins, and smooth acceleration. These are not incremental improvements, they're transformative shifts in how we feel driving a car. Whether you're commuting in traffic or cruising along the highway, the driving experience this year reflects thoughtful engineering and attention to real human needs. Now, let's discuss challenges and criticisms. No update would be complete without acknowledging areas that still need work. While autonomy has advanced, fully self-driving capabilities are not universal and still face regulatory, ethical, and practical challenges. Some consumers remain skeptical of AI-driven features, preferring manual control. Battery recycling and supply chain sustainability are improving but haven't reached industry-wide maturity. And although charging networks are expanding, disparities exist between urban and rural coverage in many regions. Additionally, price points for some advanced EVs remain high, making them less attainable for average buyers. While costs are expected to decrease as technology scales, affordability remains a topic of discussion in the automotive community. Despite these challenges, the progress in 2025 marks a watershed moment. Car makers are demonstrating genuine innovation, not just incremental updates but real shifts in how vehicles are engineered, experienced, and integrated into daily life. So what's the bottom line? What does the 2025 car update mean for you? Whether you're thinking about buying a new vehicle now or simply following automotive trends, here's the core takeaway: mobility is evolving faster than ever before. Cars are becoming smarter, cleaner, more connected, and increasingly tailored to individual lifestyles. We're seeing the convergence of automotive engineering, artificial intelligence, renewable energy, and digital ecosystems in ways that were once futuristic dreams. If you're considering a new car purchase in the next year or two, you're entering a market ripe with choice and innovation. Whether you want a high-range electric vehicle, a tech-forward hybrid, or a car that feels like a personalized digital companion, 2025's offerings have something compelling. And if you're someone who enjoys watching trends unfold, seeing how technology redefines what's possible, then this year has been a landmark chapter. This isn't just about horsepower and design, it's about the broader vision of what vehicles will look like as we move toward the next decade. We'll continue watching these developments closely, bringing you updates as new models debut, new technologies mature, and the automotive world pushes forward. If you found this in-depth update helpful, stick around, because the pace of change shows no sign of slowing down. That wraps up this comprehensive update on the 2025 car innovations, trends, and breakthroughs shaping the automotive landscape. Thanks for staying tuned, and we'll see you in the next video with more insights and deep dives into the world of cutting-edge tech and transportation.